The buildings of old Kashgar reflect its history of over 2,000 years. Marco Polo walked down lanes like this. For centuries it was a converging point of widely differing cultures, and it was an important point on the Silk Road. This is the city that was described as the best preserved example of traditional Islamic city anywhere in Central Asia. But in 2009 the government began demolishing this old city and replacing it with a new old, a redevelopment that was meant to reflect the ancient nature of Kashgar. There is still a brick wall and there's still an entrance gate, but the clock looks decidedly modern. In this film we're going to explore one redeveloped modern street. It's meant to reflect the tradition of Kashgar. Walking along the street we find similar businesses are grouped together, and we also find some interesting billboards. While the buildings may be new, the businesses remain traditional. The baker with the tandoori oven. And the colourful silk hangings from this shop may be the same patterns as were traded along the Silk Road centuries ago. Well, perhaps not, but it's certainly nice to imagine that. It was interesting to spot this trader with his horse and cart parked opposite the blacksmith. Perhaps the horse was waiting for new shoes. And the seller of fine hats drives past. The new building style has been described as being Islamic Lego, in that it uses brick and wood rather than traditional adobe. The new buildings tend to be blocky, light brown and graced with an ornamental arches, but there does seem to be an attempt to keep a degree of continuity with the past. I think the street has been constructed with tourists in mind. Spaced along the street are statues depicting traditional crafts and trades, and they can still be seen active along the street. Even more interesting are the people themselves carrying out their regular occupations. And prepare for the unexpected. Who would have expected to find a camel sitting on the pavement? And what a relaxed, somewhat stately looking animal this camel is, and with a little of that aloofness that camels seem to show. And yet another camel, and a horse. Despite the newness of the street, the animals represent the old way of Kashgar life. And here we are at the medical section of the street, with a range of traditional Chinese medicines and potions available for purchase. And as we approach the end of the street, there's the beautiful aroma of yet more bakeries. Bread is so important in everyday life that this baker was doing a roaring trade. Reach a main thoroughfare, we've come to the end of our walk along the new Old Street.